Patients canceling, it is the absolute worst. It costs you time, money, energy, and you know the worst part? You actually can't help your patient. I mean, the patient booked in, they want to get help, but if they cancel, they miss out on the opportunity for you to help them. And I think that is the number one frustration that you must be experiencing when patients cancel, because you genuinely want to help your patients. But there's a lot of misinformation out there about why patients actually cancel, and I want to set the record straight. So stick around. I'm going to share with you the real reason that patients cancel and show you what to do instead. Last minute patient cancellations, that was my absolute pet peeve back in my physiotherapy business before I sold it and retired myself. I still remember this one case where I'd absolutely had it. And I still remember the patient's name. His name was Tony. Maybe you've got a Tony in your life. I've got a lot of nice Tonys in my life, but this one particular one, I remember waking up, I was living with my buddies at the time in Norwood, and I jump into my car and I'm going in to see Tony. It's for a 6:30 in the morning appointment. As I'm driving, I'm thinking, aren't I a good Samaritan for helping Tony out? Now I get to my clinic in North Adelaide and I'm about to walk in through the door, and then I checked and I had this notification on my phone that Tony had just cancelled, which was very disappointing for me because I'm going above and beyond. Maybe you've got a Tony in your life, and this is when I just snapped and I knew I needed to do something about this. I dived deeper. I figured out cancellations were costing me $2,000 a week in my physiotherapy business. That is crazy. And I thought, well, if I'm gonna keep doing this for the rest of my life, how much money is this actually costing me? And I figured this is like a problem worth millions of dollars that I absolutely had to solve. And I'm so glad that I did solve this problem. So stick around. I'm gonna show you how to eliminate cancellations from your life and turn people like Bad Tony, Cancellation Tony, into Attend and Grateful Tony. Stick around. So that you understand how to apply this fix, it's really important to change your level of thinking. So here's what I used to think, and perhaps how you are thinking right now. A lot of my clients were thinking like this when they first joined me in my private coaching program. What they would come to me and say is, you know what, Tristan, I think patients are cancelling because I'm charging too much. Maybe you're thinking the same. I was thinking the same. Please let me help you out with this right now. Patients don't cancel because of what you're charging in terms of your fees. Chances are, you're watching a video like this, you want to grow your practice, chances are you're way undercharging for the value that you represent. And I want you to charge what you're worth. So it's got nothing to do with your fees. The thing is, we only ever really revert to what we're paying for a service or a product when we don't genuinely understand the value of what that product or that service represents to us. If we don't understand the value that that represents and why we need it and become connected to that, then our default really is to commoditize that service or that product. Just think, for example, restaurants. If you think about restaurants, not all restaurants are the same. You know, I personally love Indian food. I go crazy for it. But there's one restaurant that I go to, and it is Cinnamon Club in Norwood in Adelaide, because it's the absolute best. I could go to any number of other restaurants in the nearby area, but they're the best. So I don't commoditize them, and they're also the most expensive. Number two, like cars, for example, not all cars are exactly the same. Like we buy something which represents a value to us, safety features, maybe you're in a fast car. And personally, I pretty much walk around everywhere, so it wouldn't really make much difference to me, but maybe you like fast cars. So not all cars are designed the same. And then thirdly, like maybe accommodation. That is what I do like. When I travel, I want to have really nice accommodation. Not all hotels, not even all rooms were designed the same. But so we only ever revert to commoditization when we don't understand the value of that particular product or service. So let's talk about the fix. It's actually quite simple. I call it the 3 C's: confidence, certainty, and clarity. Now, you know how to help every patient, like you genuinely do. You've seen them before. The people I work with in my private coaching program, they've been in business for at least a couple of years. They've seen a lot of patients, they're getting great results. So you confidently can hang your hat on the fact that you can help all of your patients. So you need to approach it with confidence, but you need to convey that confidence to your patient. I always say this to my clients, like when you actually are approaching a patient, when you're treating the patient, do you, number one, feel confident about yourself? Do they, number two, feel confident about you and your ability? And number three, do they feel confident in themselves being in your presence so they're making the right decision? And they will only feel that confidence when you demonstrate certainty and clarity with how you are communicating and genuinely demonstrating. It's not so much enthusiasm, but it's certainty. You don't have to be like, hey, I'm really excited to help you, but you do need to be, look, I understand what's going on here and I have a solution and I believe this will work really well for you. Here's what you need to do. Like demonstrating that absolute certainty. So really, it is about posturing yourself in a different way. If someone is going to commoditize you, it is because of their perception of you, not because of the service or the product that you're providing. So it's a posturing issue. If you want to eliminate cancellations, posture up. Confidence, certainty, clarity. Do that. Your patients will stick to your advice like glue. They'll start coming in early. They're not going to cancel anymore. They're going to come in early. And you know what? They'll probably come in with someone else they actually want to refer to you, because that confidence that you portray, they're going to feel that and go, you know what? I've got to see this person. They can nail my problem. They can nail your problem too. They're going to refer to you like crazy. If you found this valuable, please give me a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. That way you will never miss any of the advice I give you to grow your practice. And if you want to connect with us to find out how we may be able to serve you to help you grow your practice, then there's a link that you can click in the description. Please click on that and book a conversation with my team. You'll be really glad that you did. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys soon.